have waited patiently and sometimes impatiently, and the moment is finally here. Time to kick off a new season. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight...
Looking for a huge play. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The inside handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Man, these in-breaking routes are so hard for these slot guys because you're so worried about them flying up the field vertically. Nice job sitting down, breaking in, finding a little hole, making a catch.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to bully their way in. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They'll run it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Man, inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's random. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Let's go! He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Knocked down for the tackle. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Here's a heat. He's got it on the run. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back.
Let's go.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
There he goes. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Bernard. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Horton. Oh, what a cut! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now on second down. Off the play fake.
Why did he stop?
Oh,
why did he stop?
He's going to run it. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Yeah, and I sent somebody, man, but they stopped dead in their tracks.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. And it's caught for the touchdown.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the game, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over. And
he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. On the option.
Oh, good hands, dude. Hell, good hands.
They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. To throw, it's Simpson. Still looking, on the move. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
Oh, God. Wake up. Wake up.
I love starting the year off.
I'll retire you motherfuckers right
That's
now.
exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders. Defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
That last one was definitely on me. That pitch was later there.
Showdown. Here's how it went down.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 14, and that's the way you find some room to operate. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Second down coming up. To the air. It's Klubnik. Unleashes it. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the filthy move, he's got room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Hey, y'all just picked him up in real life, though. You know that, right?
Timeout of the half.
Randall, y'all just picked him up.
The red zone, looking for a space. Got out of trouble and throws. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's complete.
Damn it.
And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half.
Oh, take your ass to bed.
Let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career.
Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. It's complete to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They're dealing with a second and long. Got it behind the line. It's Miller. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up.
Really good job on the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation in the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. He fires to the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Makes a man miss. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly what...
Into the end zone for a touchdown.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Fakes to grab. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
6-9-1, Gators ball, squirrel, clear.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Second down, he'll throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
Makes the catch. It's Randall. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. At the 45 on its way. It's a seam wide open. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
To the air, it's Simpson. Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
And now this offense will take the field again.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He's a sophomore. You got him for 2 years, bro. Remember I told you you got him for 2 more years. This is only the first year in it, so you got him for 2 more years, legit, unless he go to the league next year.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore.
I'm gonna,
Every fourth
receiver.
down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Complete to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. From the gun. Max got it. That completion.
It's on 8 minutes, though.
Inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And if you're the offense here, after not getting in that last play, do you feel like you've got something in your back pocket where you can throw it in the end zone and guarantee a score? You would hate to waste this opportunity and come away with no points, but the defense right now, they are playing stiff with their backs up against the wall.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 24 over South Alabama. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Keeps it on the bootleg. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and
going to throw it over the top of the knee. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Open space at the 25. Touchdown.
You know, as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog.
Finally, goddammit.
And it's blocked.
I said, damn, we can't get on the board.
They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 15,
the type of shit it ain't. Hey, bro.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space.
This shit is so okay.
Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And the extra point was good. Plays like that can just shoot energy through your team. The kickoff return for 89 yards and the score. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Klubnik. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game. But the offense did their job.
And he made the extra point without problem.
In the fourth quarter, the fucking nigga said, I'm surprised the user hasn't given up
Kickoff unit
mistakes.
back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead.
That shit was so hot.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep. Ball is dropped, incomplete, and that will do it for this one. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, 353. I had 354. Okay.
Which Charger Stadium? They're playing great. I ain't gonna lie, nigga, my stadium size is big. I'm up to myself first. Yes, sir.
Nah, nigga, your defense was doing the fuck they want to do. I said, come on.
Them damn kids wide open, niggas trailing your niggas. I'm like, what the fuck?
Man, hell no. You know, like I know that you will be on a fly route and they'll let your nigga come back. Not a nigga that's holding them, but a nigga that you in control of. Like, come on, bro. But then I'm like, okay, at least they making it a little realistic. You coming from across the fucking bubble fuck, and they not letting you catch it. Versus them, like, I'm like, all right, at least they're trying to make it some kind of realistic. That shit, bro, I'm talking about, bro, on the whole fly. On a fly. I'm watching his DB come back. Not the DB that's actually holding the man. That nigga's lost in the sauce. I'm like, come on. I still only, was it 1 or 2 picks? That's so. He had a 353 and 354 total off. Don't get it. Yeah, it was 353. I had 354. I had 1 more yard, literally 1 more yard. He's rushing. I feel like that's what damn took off, his damn rushing. Oh, damn. Jam only had 19. I don't know why I feel like that nigga had actually, like, this rushing.
Jam Miller already hurt.
Yeah, that nigga got 19.
Let's go.
You say he hurt already.
19 rushing, but he already hurt. What the fuck? Good bad. I had to settle that nigga out. I said, I forgot he be on